Hey everybody, and welcome to part 2 of week 2 of NaNoWriMo. Today is November 12th, and it is like 11:45 a.m. It's pretty much lunchtime. I've been writing for the last hour or so, and I've got a little over 1,100 words. That's not as far as I want to make it today. Yesterday, if you have watched my last video where it's the part 1 of week 2, that yesterday I only wrote a little over 1,000 words, and I don't want to do the same today. I don't want that to become a habit. I know tonight there's going to be writing sprints on Sarah Sutton's channel, and I do plan to go to that. So for right now, I've got about 1,100 words, and I'm hungry, so I keep, thinking about that, and I'm noticing that I keep putting food into my novel. So I know it's always time to eat when I start writing about food a bunch. So when my characters have to keep eating. So I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to have lunch. I will check in with you all tonight after I get a little bit more done. So I'm just checking in for the night. Tonight I participated in Sarah Sutton's live streams. I'll link her channel down below. I try to do it every Thursday night, and I know she does another one. I think it's on Sundays, and I don't always make it to it because Sundays are an iffy day for me because kids. But based on the head start that I had from earlier today, I added some more words, and it put me at 23,073 words from a manuscript today. So I wrote a little over 2,000 words today, which is pretty good because I've been under my Nano goal a little bit, but I'm still ahead of the curve. Does that make sense? I wrote, Monday, like I said, I wrote that big 3K day. I put that in the last vlog. Monday was a 3K day for me, which for me is a lot. I shoot for anywhere between 1,800 and 2,000 words a day. I want to be a little bit ahead. But Monday I wrote a big fight scene, so it was a lot more words. And then I took a couple days where I only wrote about 1,000 words this week, and I'm totally fine with that because I feel, sometimes you just need that. And tonight I wrote a little over 2,000, and tomorrow should be a pretty big word count day for me as well. I need to write another big fight scene as well, and I'm kind of excited and terrified all at the same time, but we'll see how it goes. And I will update you tomorrow and let you know about that. But for tonight, that's all I have to update you on. I will check in with you again tomorrow. Hey, it's Brenna. Today is Friday, November 13th. Happy Friday the 13th. It's about 12:45 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just getting ready to write. I wrote a little bit this morning on, I believe you say her name is Helene Foy. I'll link her channel down below. But I just took a shower, so my hair's all wet, and I've already had lunch, so I am ready to get to writing. I'm getting ready to write the big fight scene that I was talking about last night. So I've done all the setup to it. The only thing left to do is to write it. This morning I think I wrote a little over 800 words. So that's where I'm starting at today. I'm getting ready to start right now. It's a little over 800 words. And then we will, I don't know what's into him today. And now he's laying on my story Bible, just spread out. It's fine. But anyway, I'm just gonna get started on writing, get the fight scene done hopefully before I have to leave to pick up the kids from school. I want to be done writing for the day before they come home, because tonight a new episode of The Great British Baking Show comes out, so I'll have to watch that with my family when we eat dinner, because that's usually what we do, is we take dinner, use our little TV trays, and then we all four sit in there and watch it together. And I want to have finished with my writing. I don't know if there's any sprints or anything tonight. I might check and see, but if I get the fight scene done, I don't think I'll end up writing anything else, because I think it's going to be a pretty significant scene. And fight scenes are one of my least favorite things to write. That might seem strange since I write an urban fantasy series and there's going to be fight scenes. I'm always just worried about, this hand goes there, and should I say the right hand touches their left arm and pulls, and to get the choreography of the scene right, I always wonder if I'm being too descriptive, or if I'm not being descriptive enough. So it's usually something that I just do a rough, because usually the first draft of anything is rough. And I am a somewhat fast drafter, and I am an underwriter, generally speaking. These are all terms that I have learned since starting to watch AuthorTube. So I didn't know these things existed before. I thought that was just how it was. But when I write my first draft, I usually write it pretty quickly, and I write it out to how it's going to be. And then when I go back and do my first read through, that's when I add things here and there, like conversation tags sometimes, because when dialogue is flowing in my head, a lot of times I don't put in, because you don't just want to read just a whole bunch of, well, I don't anyway, want to read just like a bunch of dialogue and trying to figure out who's talking back and forth. So the Jane brushes her hair back and Joe scratches his cheek, like those kind of things, the little descriptive, so that, ever so often, so that who's talking. I usually put most of that in edits, or after I've written it all out, I'll go back to the beginning of it, read through it, make sure that it makes sense, and that's when I'll put those things in there, because I want it to flow, like conversation does, and I don't want to have to stop to think of, well, what's something that they haven't done yet. That's why, a lot of times you hear about suggestions for authors to have them doing something during a conversation, whether it's eating a meal or having a cup of coffee or something like that, so that there is like a specific thing they're actively doing through the whole thing. That way the dialogue's not just them like sitting on a couch. And if they are sitting on a couch, are they having a snack? Is there a blanket they pull over their lap? Just little things that I never thought about whenever I didn't initially think about them as a writer. I mentioned in the AuthorTube newbie tag that I did, I mentioned, I've been writing since I was 12 or 13, but I haven't devoted a ton of time to it. I would dabble here and there, but there are just different things that I never really thought about until I sat down to really write as an adult. When I was younger in writing, it didn't seem to be, I used a lot of he said, she said, but they tell you now, in a book, that you're not really supposed to he said, she said all over the place. That you're supposed to either give them names or, instead of he said, be like he uttered, or, you know, don't use said all the time is kind of what I was getting at. So, anyway, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write the fight scene and get that knocked out. And then I'll check back in and give you yet another word count. The final check-in for today, and I wrote over 3,000 words today. So that puts me at 26,109. So I broke 25K today, so that's pretty exciting. And I am only about halfway done with the fight scene. So I've still, I'm going to have to get into it again tomorrow and get some more words in. So I think it's going to be another 2 plus K day tomorrow as well. It might not be, it might be a little less. If it is less, I'm totally fine with that, because this week I've had 2 3K days. I've also had 2 1K days, but it evens out, right? It all evens out. So I'm not stressed about it. I'm well over the Nano goal, because it's what? I don't know what it is. By the end of this week, by the 14th, which is tomorrow, the Nano goal is 23,338. And I'm already at 26,000. So I'm not at all worried about being on track according to Nano. I am trying to finish this book this month. I would like to get it completely done. I need to do edits for my second book that'll come out in February. So I do have other things I need to be doing in December rather than finishing this novel. So I need to get it finished this month so that I'll have December to, spend time with family, of course, and then also get edits done on book 2. So we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good about where the story's at. It's at an exciting part because there's, just had a fight a couple chapters ago. Now there's another fight in this chapter, and then the next chapter is going to continue the fight that we're still in, and it's just a lot of fun, and I'm excited to go back and continue writing. I would keep writing today, but like I said, I've written over 3,000 words, and everybody's home from school, so that puts me in a house with 3 other people, and it's just difficult to focus and write. And so I'm just gonna wait, and I'll finish writing it out. Hopefully finish writing out the fight scene tomorrow. So I will update you then. I'm going to end the vlog here. I took a short day today. I didn't really write anything. I didn't want to take a 0 word because I like getting all the badges. For my word count for the end of week 2 is 26,151. And that's where I'm stopping today. And I'm not going to write anymore. I'm just going to take the rest of the day and just, hang out and do whatever. I did want to say that I'm up to 3 pre-orders for my book that comes out on Tuesday, and I'm really excited about that. And if anybody wants to pre-order it, I'll put the link down below, and please go check it out. Share it with your friends. And if you want to follow me on any other platforms, that information will be below, as well as any other channels that I've mentioned this week. So I hope everybody's doing good with Nano. Leave it down below how you're doing if you're participating. I'd like to hear how your week's gone, and I'll see you next week. Bye.